A very good morning and welcome to yet another edition of the YES101's Visual Radio. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Jadabdin. We start off with a look at the headlines.
Newsfirst headline.
In headlines, Sri Lanka assures safety and issues open invitation. Victims of job scams compensated with 105.6 million rupees. Israel-Hezbollah exchange heavy fire as Blinken pushes for peace. And in sports, Sri Lanka stars as Sri Lanka defeat West Indies. And now to those stories in detail. The Sri Lanka Tourism Promotion Bureau has extended an open invitation to tourists, encouraging them to visit the country without fear during the upcoming tourist season. The Bureau emphasized that the Ministry of Defence has implemented robust measures to ensure the highest level of safety for visitors. The Bureau assured that there are no threats to the mental well-being and safety of tourists currently in the country. This statement comes in response to a security advisory issued by the US Embassy in Colombo yesterday, which warned of a potential attack targeting the popular tourist destination of Arugambe based on credible information. In light of this serious threat, the embassy has restricted its staff from traveling to Arugambe area with immediate effect. The advisory also urged American citizens to avoid visiting the area until further notice. Following the US advisory, the Israeli National Security Council also issued a warning to Israeli nationals, advising them to avoid the eastern and southern coastal areas of Sri Lanka. Acting Inspector General of Police Attorney at Law Priyantha Veerasurya stated that security has been heightened at several locations frequented by foreigners. This decision was made after the Security Council, chaired by the President, convened multiple times to analyze intelligence reports received on the 7th of this month. Now, the Acting Inspector General confirmed that all necessary measures have been taken to ensure security following these intelligence reports. And on to more local news, the Foreign Employment Bureau has distributed 105.6 million rupees to individuals who fell victim to overseas employment scams over the past year. This compensation follows legal actions taken against individuals and unauthorized agencies involved in fraudulent activities related to foreign employment. The Bureau initiated these legal proceedings based on special raids and complaints received. Over the past 9 months, a total of 570 complaints were filed, leading to the arrest of 104 individuals. While to report any such incidents, the Bureau has activated the hotline number 1989 for public awareness and assistance. And up next is international news.
International news.
In news overseas, Israeli strikes pounded Beirut's southern suburbs on Wednesday, and Hezbollah said it fired precision-guided missiles for the first time at Israeli targets as US Secretary of State Anthony Blinken toured the region, pushing for a halt to fighting in both Gaza and Lebanon. The strikes on the edges of Beirut sent thick columns of flame shooting up into the night sky, one after the other, shortly after an Israeli military spokesperson issued evacuation warnings for the neighborhood. And up next is your update on sports.
Sports news.
And shifting attention towards sports, it is cricket. Now, skipper Charith Asalanga struck an unbeaten half-century as Sri Lanka defeated the West Indies by 5 wickets in the second one-day international yesterday to clinch the three-match series. Now, chasing a tricky 190, Sri Lanka reached the target with 34 balls to spare at the Pallekele Stadium, with Asalanka making an unbeaten 62 of 61 deliveries. Now, the match was reduced to 44 overs aside after the start was delayed by 2 hours because of rain. The victory secured a 2-0 series win for the hosts, having won the opening game by 5 wickets on Sunday. Now, this was also the 5th successive bilateral ODI series win for Sri Lanka, with this year and the 10th consecutive home series victory. And with that, we wrap up this edition of the YES101's Visual Radio. For the Newsfirst team, I've been Shuad Abdin. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.